Welcome back to Outdoored, guys. Today we're going to talk about DC fishing reels, and I'm going to go over a couple of advantages that I think you guys should know, and I'm also going to tell you why I think you should at least try one. For me, they make up most of my bass fishing reel lineup. Alright, so what is a DC reel? A DC reel is digitally controlled, and it has a little microcomputer in it, and every time you make a cast, it recharges itself. And what that's going to do for you, it's going to give you better casting distance. It's also going to cut down on a lot of backlashes. Another thing, the DC reels provide for you is you can cast into the wind, with lighter baits and not have a lot of issues as far as backlashing and casting distance. Now, they make DC reels for lighter baits, and now they're even making them for heavier baits. Personally, for me, why I gotta have them, it just makes fishing fun for me. Like, it keeps it enjoyable, whether I'm catching fish or not, because we all know, I get a lot of them skunks, but it's still fun being out there when you got cool equipment. The noise of the DC is definitely addicting. I will roll that in. But it just makes fishing easier, in my opinion. And what I mean by that is, you don't have to adjust your weight, your cast control knob, every time you switch baits. You can just tie one on, not think about it, and, more time fishing. Alright, so you still definitely can backlash a DC reel. I think that's kind of one of the big misconceptions about it, especially if you go to cast and hit something in between, trying to cast your bait. You will still get a bird's nest. Now, the other thing that I think kind of steers some people away, and they have a little bit of a bad experience with DC reels, is you still have to tune them. And what I mean by that, I think people just don't understand how to do it. So you want to get the side-to-side play out of your spool. So all you do is, you take your thumb and kind of rock it back and forth till you don't feel it moving anymore. And that's where you adjust your cast control knob. And your DC reel will be perfectly tuned after that. And you don't have to mess with that cast control knob again unless it comes loose for some reason. And you can make your adjustments just on your external brake and dial system. So every time you bomb a cast out there, you'll hear that noise kick in. And what that's doing is that microcomputer inside your DC fishing reel is controlling the speed of that spool. So it's constantly making adjustments to that spool speed every 1/1000th of a second, which is crazy. And that's going to lead me right into the next thing. And you don't have, once you get these reels tuned in, some of them have a little external control on it, like braking control. And once you get them dialed in, you very rarely have to thumb your spool at all. Some people enjoy that, just for that fact. You can get in the DC reels now a lot cheaper than you ever could. So, Shimano is the only company currently that has the DC technology. But if you want to hop into, the SLX DC reel, it's a great place to start. Just to get your feet wet to see if you like it or not. As far as them being better, in my opinion, I feel like they are, because of the things I already went over. I think the main thing for me is it's just ease of use and just making it funner out there. And, they do have a cool factor. People always ask questions like, what is that? You know what I mean? And when they hear that zinging going off when you cast your bait out there. Now, you used to have to go over to the JDM market to get your hands on the DC reels. Shimano brought them over to the the US, the American market with the Corrado DC. I have the higher end DC, which is an Antares DC, and it has the best braking system, and it's the best DC you can get. But that's both ends of the spectrum. If you want to start out, like I said, the cheapest DC reel you can get your hands on in the US is that Shimano SLX DC. But go ahead and explore the JDM market, guys. There's a lot of different reels out there. The JDM ones tend to be a little bit better, a little bit more bearings in them, maybe a little bit better braking system in it. The Corrado DC has the IDC4 in it. As you go up, the IDC5s are really good. I just got the SLX DC XT, and this has the IDC5 in it. You can find these for around $200. This is a 70 size, but I got this I think from Japan Tackle. But whatever you want to do, there's options. I just wanted to make a quick short video and maybe help you guys out if you were, you know, on the fence about trying a DC or not. I highly recommend them. I think you should at least give one a try, and then you can, you know, go from there. They pretty much took over my lineup. Like I said, I have 2 of the Antares DCs, and they're just so fun to fish. And you can also throw a wide range of baits on it, from light to heavy. So, you know, that's another thing. The Antares DC is just like, you know, that's the best one you can get your hands on. But even the lower end stuff, like the technology's getting better. Shimano's bringing a lot of that stuff down to the lower end stuff. So you got to start somewhere. So another thing too is, like, you don't have to charge these DC reels or anything like that. Every time you cast, it recharges itself. Yeah, guys, that's it. I'm gonna go ahead and leave it right there. I think, you know, the DC reels are great for beginner fishermen. I think they're great for kids just learning how to use a bait caster, and I just think it flat out makes the fishing experience funner, in my opinion. So I hope this video helped you out. If it did, drop a comment down below. Let me know if you picked up a DC reel after watching this video. Let me know if you already own one. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Ring that notification bell too, guys, so you get my content as soon as it drops. Until the next one, you have officially been outdoors.